I left for university the week after I turned 18, and I did not look back. Not literally. I called. I came home for holidays. I did the things you're supposed to do. But emotionally, I was gone. I had decided somewhere around 17 that the version of love my parents offered was not the kind I wanted, and that I would build a life that felt nothing like the one I grew up in. And honestly, for a while, that worked. I thrived away from home. I made friends who told me they loved me directly, plainly, without it needing to be decoded from a packed lunch. I found a therapist in my second year who helped me name what I had been carrying. I graduated, got a job I was proud of, built an apartment that felt like the exhale I had been holding my whole childhood. I told the story of my parents the wrong way during those years. At dinner tables and in therapy sessions, and in the early hours of the morning with friends who were also processing their own families. The story where they were the problem, and I was the one who got out. It felt true. It also felt satisfying in a way I didn't examine closely enough. The distance between us grew gradually, and then all at once. Phone calls became shorter. Visits became less frequent. My mom would ask questions about my life in that probing way of hers, and I would give answers that were technically true, but gave her nothing real. My dad and I could go an entire dinner without having a single genuine exchange. I told myself it was boundaries. I told myself it was self-protection. And then my dad had a heart attack. I got the call from my sister on a Wednesday afternoon. Mild, they said. He was stable, but I needed to come. I drove to the hospital and walked into a room where my father, this man who had always seemed immovable to me, solid as a wall, the person whose silence had shaped so much of my interior life, was lying in a hospital bed looking suddenly, terrifyingly small. He looked at me when I walked in. He said, "You came." 2 words, but the way he said them, like he hadn't been sure I would. I sat in the chair beside his bed, and something cracked open in my chest that I hadn't known was sealed shut. Part 3, Dropping Tomorrow.